Hi guys, Kristen here. I'm a platinum leader with Young Living. I'm a nurse by trade, no longer working as a nurse. I am a mom of two girls. I got an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old. I homeschool them both. We live in Florida by way of Massachusetts. We are snowbirds, which thank you, Young Living, for that opportunity. So I'm going to talk to you very quickly, our 10 ways to share Young Living with others, okay? And maybe I'll throw a bonus in. So there's lots of ways to share. There's no right way, there's no wrong way, but here are just 10 options to share Young Living, the opportunity, the products, the lifestyle with others in your life. Number one, social media. That's probably the easiest way because pretty much everyone and their mother is on social media on one platform or another, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Telegram. I don't know, is anyone on Twitter anymore? YouTube, like whatever the case may be. Sharing how you're incorporating these products into your lifestyle on a daily basis. Not a boring stock picture of, let's say, a bottle of lavender and all the, boring sciencey stuff about it. And then to purchase, buy here, or hey, we're having a sale. Like nobody cares about that. They're going to just keep on scrolling. Like been there, done that. Gone are the days where you could just post a picture of the premium starter kit and get 15 direct messages within 20 minutes. Like those days are over. We really need to be engaging our audience and creating curiosity and showing people how we're using them. So whether it's a story on Instagram or Facebook, or a reel or a video or a picture, a selfie of you and your kids doing a shot of Ningxia, like be creative. Like again, go on to Instagram and get some inspiration because there's lots of it out there. That's what people are doing. Lots of creative people as well. So just again, incorporating how you're using the products, whether you're filling up your diffuser in the morning and putting, some abundance in there or some clarity. That's what we love to diffuse for homeschooling, showing people how you're using these things so they can say, huh, that's interesting. I've heard about that. I've seen that. Tell me more about that. My friend uses that. Tip number 2, use your products in public. People should smell you before they see you. That is one of my favorite tips that I learned, I think, at beauty school many years ago. So always be wearing your oils, smell really good. That always helps. Put it in your hair. Your hair is a natural diffuser. So I love to put some white angelica in my hair, in my hands, and then put it through my hair. It's one of my favorite tips. But use your products out in public. So like if you're a mom, like more than likely you got Thieves hand sanitizer in your purse. More than likely you have like Owie in your purse. More than likely you have Deep Relief or Panaway. Bring those things out when you're either using them or you could see somebody else might need them. Like for example, we were at the zoo the other day and one of the kids scraped his knee, bust out a bottle of Owie, put it on his little scrapey, called it a day. Okay, it's just using those products and in public. People are naturally curious as well. So, if you're drinking your Ningxia out in public, or if you're at like work and you can put a diffuser at your desk, people will naturally ask, what is that? What are you using that for? Tell me more about that. So it just creates conversation and piques curiosity. Tip number 3, if you've ever been asked to like contribute to like a fundraiser at like your kid's school or the tennis team or PTA or whatever, incorporate your products into that. So you could do it very much on the cheap. So you don't need to go spend a whole lot of money. You don't need to donate a premium starter kit or a fancy diffuser. You can utilize what you have. Think about all those free gifts that we get every month. You may have a lot of extra bottles of, say, eucalyptus. Throw a bottle of that in there. Or you could make a roller with Panaway and bath salt with lavender, or sugar scrub with stress away. You get the idea. You could make a fun little gift basket with the oils and then put your information and some information about the oils in that gift basket. Fundraiser done. It's actually a tax deduction. So whoever's doing the fundraiser could give you a receipt for the cost of the products. And then you can write that off on your taxes too. So that's always fun. And then again, whoever wins the gift basket will have your information, and they may or may not already know that you're doing this as a side hustle. So you may get a phone call for that. Tip number 3, host a class for a friend. So if you have like your ride or die girlfriend that would do anything for you and you do anything for them, see if they might host a class for you. See if they might invite their friends, their mom friends, their work friends, their family to their house, and you would teach a class. anything, a workshop of whatever. The cool thing is now that we don't have to, now that the starter kit is not the only gateway to getting our wholesale pricing, you can, the sky's the limit with what you want to teach. So if you want to do like a hormones class or a babies class or a postmenopausal class or a teens class or a men's class, like whatever, you can do that. And people who want to get started can just get started becoming a customer and getting wholesale pricing. As we know, the new platform is so amazing and the way to get started is just incredible. So you can really get creative with what you want to teach. Tip number 5, you could teach a class for your friends. So invite your friends and your family over to your house for any sort of class or workshop. What do they want to learn more about? Teach them. Teach them, teach them, teach them. There's so many resources out there. Just ask your upline if there's any cool scripts for specific classes. I know, we used to do Oils 101, like till the cows came home for many, many years. That ship has kind of sailed, but you could still do something very, very similar. And again, you can teach her on the starter kit if you really want. Like, there's no reason we can't do that. It's still available. We know it's still an amazing value, especially for people that are not even close to oily yet. That is the best value to get started because they get all the cool stuff. They get the diffuser and they get these 12 oils that are just going to rock their world. Tip number 6, host a girls' night. So invite your girlfriends over to your house and just hang out. Wine. Just let's come over and have wine and just have your diffuser going, have your products going throughout the house, your foaming hand soap, your dish soap, your sensation hand lotion, have that of it, like just have your stuff out like it normally is. It's not like you have to like pull it out of storage to have your girlfriends over. They're going to be it's going to be in your house anyway, but invite people over, have your oils displayed throughout your shelving. Like I have here, like, again, this is my office, so people aren't really coming in here, but everything is out. It's out in the open. So have your girlfriends over for just a potluck or something, just to like catch up and hang out. And again, set the mood with the diffuser. You never know what conversations are going to start. Tip number 7 kind of goes along with that. Have products throughout your house. So if you have like a repair person come over, you have anybody, your piano teacher for your child, always have stuff going. I mean, I think I have probably 10 diffusers in my house, 9 going at once. Like that's what I do in the morning. Get up, get ready, get all the stuff done. The diffusers go on. That's like one of the first things we do. And I just literally have a bottle. I have an empty bottle of Ningxia with water in it at every station. So I don't have to go to the sink for every single time I'm going to fill it. Makes it super, super easy. But always have those things out in the open so people can naturally ask you, what are those things? Why does it smell so good in here? My house doesn't smell like that. Or I get a headache when I go to my friend's house. How come I don't get a headache when I come to your house? Ask lots of questions. So you've probably heard the term form before, the acronym form, and how to have a conversation with someone. And I believe we've already either talked about that or we will be talking about that. Hopefully I'm not, teaser alert. So form is the acronym for friends or family, do you have any children? But of course, being sensitive to that, because like that can be a sensitive topic if somebody's had fertility issues. What's your occupation? What do you like? What do you do for work? Recreation, what do you like to do for fun? What are some great vacations you've taken? And then M is motivation or message, like what motivates you in life, or hey, I'm having a class on Friday, would you like to come? Or I'm having a girls' night on Friday, would you like to come? So when you're asking these questions and you're having these conversations with these individuals that you encounter, ask lots of questions and really be authentic, be an active listener. Don't be thinking of, okay, what am I going to ask them next? Or they have something in their teeth, or like distraction. I know it's so easy to get distracted, but really be actively listening to them, because they're going to tell you things in those conversations that you can insert possibly a solution or a suggestion. So, one of the sayings that I've learned over the years is find a need and fill it. So if you're asking these questions and you're actively listening, they're going to tell you something that they need. And whatever it is, we have it. We have a solution, whether it's a financial solution or a product solution, a wellness solution. They have a ministry that they are trying to fund. Like, there's lots of solutions to lots of problems, so we can assist that. But again, actively listening. Tip number 9, vendor events. That was one of the ways I've built my business, was vendor events. Whether it's big vendor events, or little craft fairs. Those are kind of my favorite, those little holiday craft fairs during like the fall season, because one, they're really, really inexpensive. Like probably for $50 you can get a table. And two, it gets you out there, talking to people, practicing how to ask questions, inform people. It fills your pipeline with new prospects. It gives you the opportunity to follow up with those people and reconnect with them and maybe have additional conversations. And it also helps you make a little bit of money. So if you have like a cash and carry option, not just like an information table, having the ability to sell things so you can kind of cover your costs of the table, in addition to making a little bit of extra money, because at the end of the day, we're not in this business to go broke, right? Especially if we have spouses that are on us about how little money we're making, especially in the beginning, right? I know that was an issue that I had with my husband. I swear I thought we were gonna end up in divorce court, because he was like, you need to get a job. Anyway. So having the ability to make some money while you're doing these things and filling your pipeline is ideal. So some examples are, really inexpensive oils, things that you already have in your stock, your stockpile. Think about all the freebies that we get from Young Living every single month just for ordering. So having those and selling those retail. Also, one of my favorite hacks at craft fairs is to have a DIY table. And a DIY table would be just one or two things. You don't have to go crazy. You can have a little station where you're making sugar scrub, or you're making bug spray, or you're making itch be gone roller, like depending on the time of year. Like I've done some in the summer when, it's summertime and there's, bug bites and bee stings and all of that good stuff. After sun spray, like those are the kinds of things. Think about what time of year it is and what your audience might like. And the cool thing about a DIY station is, one, you can't sell things per our policies and procedures. You're not supposed to sell items that are pre-made to the public. It's a liability issue for you as well as for Young Living. So what I do to get around that is I charge a supply fee for my bottles, my raw materials, and have them make it on the spot. So it's like your make and take workshop that you might do, but it's just a make and take station. So that way it serves several purposes. One, I'm not in trouble with Young Living. Two, I'm able to cover my costs. Three, I'm able to have a conversation with the person while they're making their product and ask them questions and get to know them a bit, help kind of educate them about why they're using lavender to make this sleep roller or whatever the case may be. And it helps them interact, have fun. Kids especially love this. And it shows them how to actually use these things. Because a lot of times, I'm sure you may have experienced this, when somebody gets like a box of oils and they have no clue what to do with them. So by showing them what to do with them, by making this, if they're a DIYer, they're going to love that. So that's always a fun way. And the cool thing is, again, craft fairs usually much more cost effective than those big, massive vendor events. And let's see, tip number 10, giving gifts made with oils. That's always fun. Like think about your teacher gifts, your neighbor gifts, things that, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on, but you have to give something to somebody. So sugar scrubs, bath salts, rollers, stress rollers, those are great for teachers. A bottle of thieves cleaner, not the concentrate, the actual watered down version, the cheaper version. Get a cute bottle from Amazon, throw some thieves cleaner in there, fill it with water, give it as a gift. People absolutely love it. It smells like, Christmas, a big warm hug, you name it. So giving gifts with oils is awesome. And then last but not least, your bonus tip for sharing oils is to never ever quit. That is the name of the game. I wouldn't be here if I quit. I wouldn't be here if I got turned away by my first, second, third, or 20,000th no. Everyone here has been told no multiple times. So don't let no deter you from keeping on. Every no is you're closer to your next yes. And just keep going, because if you break down and shut down when you're told no, you're not going to be sharing this amazing gift with people anymore. And that's just not cool. I mean, we have something that can change people's lives. You don't want to keep that from people. So don't quit no matter what. Take a break, take a breather, regroup, but don't quit. Always come back to the drawing board, because you're one step closer to your next yes. So I hope those were helpful tips. I hope you got something out of there that you can use and incorporate into your sharing, and I hope you have a great day.